5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Count on it, toy fans. Numbers Up from Milton Bradley is coming at you. Hello, vintage toy lovers and children at heart. Welcome to another edition of Tales from Sharricane's Toyroom. This week, the Numbers Up game by Milton Bradley. Back in the 70s, there were quite a few games that had timers that tested your memory, agility, skill, and ability to do things under pressure. Games such as Numbers Up, Perfection, Superfection, tested our skills in these ways. And the great thing about these games is, number one, they were a lot of fun, and number two, they didn't really require any batteries. This game does not require batteries at all. It's fun to play. You can take it anywhere, and as long as you didn't lose the pieces, you were good to go. This game was a lot of fun. I didn't have it in the 70s. The only reason I enjoy this game is because I love the commercial that I used to watch after school. So let's take a look at what's inside the box. Well, first, let's take a look at the box. It's Numbers Up, Milton Bradley, and it shows you what to do. And it shows you the game itself. So let's take it out of the box. Okay. And here is what's in the box. There is the Numbers Up base. Okay. And there is a box of pegs. Okay. And these pegs are from 1 to 20. So what you had to do, and I will illustrate this. These are all numbered 1 to 20. You can see the numbers. Like this is number 6. Okay. You can see all the numbers on there. So what you do is on this, and I will turn it this way to show you, and then I will turn it back the other way so I can play it so you can see how it works. So what you have to do, here's the timer, here's the start and stop, and here's where the pegs will go. So while the timer's going, you have to put them in order 1 to 20 before your time is up. When your time is up, you can either hit stop or allow the pegs to drop in the holes if you choose to. Okay? So, but the only way that the pegs will stay in is if you turn, I'm going to turn this off for a second, is if you, whoop. Okay, there we go. If you turn it off, and then you can see that the little orange spaces at the bottom will move slightly so that you can put the pegs in and they will stay there. So how you have to start the game is this. I'm going to turn it back this way so I can see what I'm doing. Like that. So you put the pegs in upside down in these spaces. And you're just pulling them out of the box. You're not looking to see what numbers you're putting because that would be cheating. And that wouldn't be fun. So you basically just pull them out, put them in upside down. Okay. Demonstrate that. Okay. So these are 4 rows of 5 pegs each, and the bottom has 2 rows of 10 spaces for the pegs each. So basically what you have to do is put them in order. Now to put them in order, now the box says that you should find the number 1. Now I don't like to do it that way. Okay, I kind of like to eyeball it and see where the pieces go. So you basically, you know that 10 is going to be over here. You know that 1 is going to be over here. You know that 11 is going to be over here. You know that 20 is going to be over here. So you have to either count backwards or forwards. The way I like to do it is to count backwards or forwards where you know the spaces would go and put the pegs there. So I'm going to demonstrate this. And yeah, so on your mark, get set, go. Ooh, barely made it. I barely made it. I think it stopped with one more peg as I was putting number 19 on. But that's basically how you play the game. You need to count basically and kind of eyeball it. Now, if you choose to, if it's a small child playing with this game, they can use two hands and you can find the number one and remember where you put it. So if you really wanted to look inside the box, find the number one and go, okay, I'm going to put the number one right here. And then you can maybe have a young child start just from 1 to 10. And then an older child can try the rest of them. This is a really fun game to play solo if you're just by yourself, or you can test your score against somebody else, like in the commercial you're going to see. You can test your score against another person. So yeah, that's basically how Numbers Up is played. I believe this game was released in 1975, according to the box. Yep, 1975 by Milton Bradley. Milton Bradley had a lot of really fun games back in the 70s, and this is just one of them. So yeah, that's this edition for Tales from the Sharricane's Toyroom. Next week, I'm going to be featuring my Ashton Drake's reproduction of Kenner's Blythe doll. And it's not an original Blythe, but it is a reproduction of the Blythe doll. So that will be happening next week. If you can be anything in this world, ladies and gentlemen, please be kind. See you next week. Bye.